Alright guys, welcome back to another update video we got going for the Murderado. Now, things kind of slowed down for a little while there on the Murderado, and that's why I switched from doing the videos on the Murderado to videos on Red Rebel. The reason being behind it is because I got busy on doing the upper tubular control arms that you've seen in the other videos if you watch them. If you didn't, then go back into my videos and go back a couple videos and you'll see the description for the upper tubular control arms installed on the Murderado. But anyways, after getting that done and getting the truck on the ground, it needed the cambers to be adjusted really bad, but I was done. I was tired for the night, so I just left the truck the way it was and decided I was going to do it later. I also ran into a problem that when I took the upper control arm off and let I'll show you, let the whole spindle assembly here fall down and dangle after I unhooked the upper ball joint, it actually pulled the passenger side axle shaft out. And anybody that knows anything about these front IFS axle housings is you cannot remove this axle without unbolting it here and taking the whole housing off. Otherwise, the shims and the clips and stuff inside here fall out of place, and then you can't get it back in. No, I tried forcing it back in, and I probably fucked a bunch of shit up when I did that. But that's fine because I have a whole rebuilt, fresh front diff to put in this thing. So that's why the diff is out. But anyways, we were waiting on the front end parts to come in the mail because I decided as long as I'm doing this, I'm going to do it right. We're going to bring it to have an alignment done. So we ordered from Detroit Axle. We got a whole entire steering rebuild kit. It's got the idler arm bracket, both outer tie rods, both inner tie rods, and pitman arm. So everything is there. So we're rebuilding the whole steering assembly on the front of the truck. But then the part that was holding us up the worst, and I found this when I was working on it, and I knew it was leaking oil, but I didn't realize it was leaking oil as bad as it was. And this is the cross member out from underneath the motor. And as you can see now that it's focusing, it has been leaking oil for a while. It is filled with oil. Everything underneath this truck is just coated in oil and grease. Well, I narrowed it down to the fact that the oil pan gasket was no good and it was leaking. Well, I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on an expensive gasket, and because we're trying to do a budget build here, and every place I called wanted $40+ for an oil pan gasket for it. So we ordered one off of Amazon, and it's a cheap, generic Chinese one, and it took about 3 weeks to get here. So it really held us up. But I finally got it. Just got it in the mail today. So here it is. And there's the gasket. That's what we've been waiting for. So now we can proceed with the build, because anybody that knows anything about these trucks, changing an oil pan gasket on it is a pain in the ass. And I figured as long as the whole front differential is out of it, what a better time than to change the gasket now. Leave the diff out, because I can get to everything so easily. So we're going to get this guy installed. We're going to get the freshly rebuilt new differential installed, which is on the other side of the truck. Shoot, you can't see it. It was originally sitting right there. And I don't feel like walking around the side of the truck. We're going to do away with that diff. We're going to get all the steering components put on. And then we'll do another update video showing you how everything worked out. And then it is time to move on to the Zone 3-inch body lift. So there is going to be a lot of updates coming for this truck in a short amount of time. We got the back rack to install. We got the front fender that I need to repaint black and install in place of this rusted out one. We have a bunch of body work to do. We're going to be sanding down and fixing the rust on this side of the wheel well and on the other side of the wheel well, and completely sanding down both sides and repainting both sides of the bed, including the tailgate, and doing some rust repair on the cab corners and rockers and everything. And we're not doing anything fancy. We're not actually welding in new steel. We're just filling with Bondo and fiberglass. I understand. I get it. What the hell? What the hell, Luke? What the hell? I get it, okay? But you know what? It's a quick, easy fix, and the truck's not a cream puff. It's going to look good regardless, and I'm not too worried about it. So when we decide and we have more money, we will go with getting it fixed properly and getting the truck entirely repainted professionally. Because let's face it, I'm not a professional body man. But for the time being, I want it to look better than what it is. So I'm just going to Afro-engineer it, whatever you want to say, rig it up, hillbilly fucking fix it, whatever you want to say. I'm just getting it done to make it look nice. So, again, stay tuned. Lots of update videos coming on this truck. In a real short amount of time, I'm going to be slapping this truck out and just getting it done. So, stay tuned, guys. Got a lot coming to you. Make sure you hit that like button, rate, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys later.